Okay, how did we meet? We're going to answer that today, and I'm going to tell you from the beginning to the end. But this guy, most of y'all would have been like, he don't know what he wants next. And now we together a year later, then been on trips out of town. And he my boo. I love him.
Love you too,
baby. So why I'm saying it? Because his bestie, since they was 12, introduced us. And he's a dear friend of mine since 2012. Shout out to 12. And I told him like 2 years prior, I was like, hey, listen, good men know good men. Who you know? All right, first tip, guys, who you know? He's like, I don't know anybody. Then situations happen. And then he said, hey, you still single? And I said, yes. And he was like, I ain't sure. Here's another clue, ladies. Sometimes you got to allow people to unfold instead of just Xing them out altogether. Because here again, a year later. So he's like, well, let's go out on a date. So I was like, cool. And he was fanning. As soon as we walk into the restaurant, he all like, oh, I saw your website. I saw this, that, the other. And I'm looking like, okay, are we on a date or should I be, sending you an invoice? What is going on, right? So we sit down. We finally sit down at the restaurant. And 5 minutes in, he goes, so where do you see this going? I said, well, given the 30 minutes I've known you, here's what I know. If somebody asking a question, they're actually want to answer the question. So where do you see that we're going? Right. And what did you say, babe?
What did I say?
Where do you see us being friends?
Oh, right.
Yeah,
that's true.
He's like, I see us being friends. I said, waiter, Bahama Mama, please.
Oh, right. And it changed the whole. Yeah, it was like very relaxed.
So relaxed.
And then we really got to know each other.
We did, and we talked for like 3 hours. Now, here's my first rule, ladies. Don't drink when you go out. Gentlemen, don't drink when you go out. You want to be sober. You really want to be able to see that person and be present. But when he said just friends, I was like, Bahama Mama, right? And we had a ball. Now, the first like 20 minutes, he kept trying to pick my brain for my business, and I was like, let me tell you something. I coach people. Right. But if you ask me another question, I'm going to have to send you my cash app, right? So he was like, no, it's not like that. I said, it's like that. Because you didn't ask me about 5. We be about the 6th one. I got to give you my cash app, right? So we both laughing. And so we shifted again. Yes. And then we just started just talking about everything at that point. So I broke all my rules of what it is to be on the first date because we weren't. He said, let's be friends. Right. So ladies, don't get up from the table like, he don't know what he want. Boy, bye. Don't do that to yourself. Right. We had enjoyed the company, the companionship. Somebody's out, taking the time to spend with you. Just have fun with it. And then about time we got to the car, he looked so confused because he wanted to kiss me. But he said friends. So I was like, all right, friend. Yes, I put my hand like right here to let him know, don't take a step forward because you called it friends. And I don't kiss my friends, right? So we still had a great time isolated from that situation of the friendship. And then I'm going to let him make the call. So he said, text me when you get home. I said, cool, sure will. I text him. And then he texts me back. He said, I think I'm a little confused. I'm not sure I want to just be friends. He said, could you talk to me about it? I said, I cannot. I am a love and life coach. However, that's something that you need to work through with your circle and then let me know. And then it was what? Couple hours later, baby.
Exactly. Right.
Couple hours later, he was like, hey, I think I want to pursue this. I said, do you now? I said, what makes you change your mind? I asked questions and was inquisitive because I want him to make a quality decision. And I had told him when he said that to me, I said, well, listen, I don't know how long it's going to take you, but if I'm still single when you make a decision, feel free. And he called back in a couple of hours, ladies. Yes. So, that's our story. That is our story. And that's what we sticking to. We'll give you some more juicy details because there's more another day. Bye-bye.
So long.